Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Happy Tuesday guys, I hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. Today I'm going to be giving you your daily Cardano update because things are looking great, ladies and gentlemen. We said to you yesterday that we believe new all-time highs are a month or so away, perhaps within a month. We still are largely sticking to that bias. We're going to be talking about it in this video. Not only are we going to be going over the price, guys, but we're going to be talking about the current infrastructure bill that is going through the Senate at the moment, because we do have news on that. It has been, or the amendments to it suggested in favour of the crypto space, I think have been voted down by an 86-year-old Senate. The reason I mention his age, guys, is because the chances are he's probably not very technologically gifted and comes from a different world to the one that we are currently in today, and certainly doesn't quite understand the world that we are moving towards. We spoke about the pure corruption, hypocrisy and the whole thing plenty on this channel, so we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to be playing a clip of Charles giving you an update on the current situation with the Senate and where the bill stands, etc, etc. One thing that Charles did mention straight off the bat, for those of you who are worried about the immediate effects of this bill, is I don't believe it comes into effect till 2023. So we are still going to have the bull run. This year is going to be spectacular, as we predict on the channel. I believe that's not financial advice or just my own opinion. So we've got lots to cover in this video, and where I want to start, guys, is by taking a look at Cardano and the price, because it's set out perfectly. I mean, it's following the literal trajectory that we set out for it with our support and resistance kind of. We're essentially support and resistance trading at this moment. We can lay a fib to show you that everything's perfect, because I believe that, like I say, it is a matter of time before Cardano is at its all-time highs. We're very confident of that. Over here, we said, look, you are going to get a pullback. You can go and watch the thumbnail from 2 videos ago before you then set up for continuation. Your support and resistance trading right now, essentially, along your 20 EMA on all time frames. Can you see how this is sort of holding you as support, whereas previously it acted as resistance? This is bullish. We think the entire market is now uptrending. Bitcoin had a falling wedge structure that we said these are typical trend reversal patterns, and you are going to break to the upside and start a new trend, and you have indeed done that. That's confirmed with your higher highs and higher lows. We think you are going to continue to move in this manner. For Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are the two leaders of the market, we know that Bitcoin is the driver of value in the space. Bitcoin and Ethereum are leading these markets, and you can see from their kind of local lower low, the last lower low really, or the last lower high I should say, within this downtrend, you can see that once they broke out from that, they did pretty amazing things. Bitcoin did a similar thing. Cardano is of course behind these, as its previous all-time high, or not previous all-time high, previous local high in this downtrend has only recently just been broken, tested as resistance, and we are now about to see some moves upwards. We still have a resistance level here. We are hitting all our resistance levels very, very accurately, guys. One thing that I do want to point out, if you overlay a basic Fibonacci retracement tool from this high to this low, you can see that you have a real kind of pocket here. Fibonacci's are fantastic. We don't use them often on this channel. Like you guys know, I'm a bit of an amateur TA guy. I think most people are, they just wouldn't admit it. There are very few people out there that do this for a living. You guys know that I'm a macro investor. I think the cryptocurrency space offers a real value proposition, and we invest in it based on that. You know, we think it is it's very similar to the internet, or certainly some of the stocks that came out of the internet. You have blockchain, which is the underlying technology, and you have these cryptos that have evolved out of that and are going to do very well as a result. So you can see you've now cleared this area here, which was a significant area to clear, your 1.5 area, and now you have this big pocket here up until I believe we're going to run into resistance. I am somewhat expecting a pullback. I would like us to climb our way out of here, guys, not just kind of explode up. I don't want to see us get too overextended. I'd like to see something like that take place. And the reason being is because, can you see every time we get extended from this EMA, certainly on the smaller time frames, it is always met with an equilibrium moment where you come back to it. And you can see the last time we did that, we came back down to it. And coming back down to it would act perfectly with our previous resistance that we have now, I believe, flipped to support, sort of setting up for more continuation in this uptrending market. So we're very, very excited about what's to come. We do absolutely think that new all-time highs are around the corner. We know where the project is as a whole. Cardano, Alonzo Purple upgrade, it imminent as smart contracts public testnet launches. So you are going to have the Alonzo rollout, the Alonzo mainnet, where smart contracts are going to flourish towards the end of this month, perhaps early next month, early September, depending on what comes up in the testnet. A comment that I'm getting a lot now, and it's definitely worth me talking about, is people are saying, well, look, it's surely already priced in. There is an element of the news being priced in, certainly the kind of anticipation for Alonzo. Anyone that's interested in the space will know that, and they would have bought in preparation for it. But what people haven't priced in, guys, is the fact that Cardano is going to become a magnitudes more than it already is used. So what I mean by that is when you have smart contract capabilities on Cardano and they run with succession, essentially you will have people that will need the underlying token ADA in order to operate their applications, their dApps, their DeFi, etc, etc. So this is going to really spike the demand for Cardano up, which is already high. We know that the majority, 70% of Cardano is staked. So there is only a small amount of Cardano that is liquid and going to be able to be utilized on these applications. So in my opinion, this is going to do great things for the project. And one thing that I want to point out to you, this is the total money in crypto. In essentially less than a month, guys, this market has gained over $70 billion. You can see here just how much money has flown into this space. We're at 1.15 not even a month ago. I'll do that accurately so you can see. So 21 days ago we were at 1.14. Today we're at 1.8. So essentially that is like 70, close to billion dollars has flown into this space in a very short period of time with relatively low volume. We know projects across the board, certainly something like Cardano has pretty much, the volume profile is so small that it's not even there, and that's still the case today, guys. If you look at the volume for Cardano, it's literally non-existent, and you've had this pump off the back of it. So we're exceptionally excited for what the future holds. We think once the summer doldrums are out the way of, once you're kind of the end of this month, towards the end of this month, things are really going to start picking up, because this is when people come back and they start sitting back at the computers rather than going and playing out on the beach. So we are exceptionally excited. We think this, coupled with, Cardano smart contracts being publicly accessible, is really setting up a perfect storm for this cryptocurrency. What I want to do now, guys, is I want to take you over to Charles's Twitter, and I want to play this clip. This is just going to update you on where we are in regards to the infrastructure bill. Quickly before I do that, and this kind of adds into where why we think a pullback could be on the table. We would like to see a retest off this EMA, just for confirmation that you are now in an uptrending market, which we confirm that we are not an uptrending market, just to kind of confirm that things are doing the same. Because you notice once you got overextended back here, you came down and retested it before using it as a springboard, and we'd like to see that. This is all healthy structure that we're highlighting. So without further ado, guys, let's play the clip of Charles, and then I'm going to love and leave you to your Tuesdays. So let's get straight into it, guys.
So just watched live the Senate. It was a really tense moment. Saw Ted Cruz speak and Toomey speak and Lummis speak. And they explained the ramifications of this bill not getting an amendment, how it can badly damage the U.S. crypto industry. There is unanimous agreement about this. Everyone for the last few days has been calling their senators, knocking down doors, getting to a point that if we had the right to have a vote, it would pass 70 to 75 to basically nothing. And then on the floor, an 87-year-old man from Alabama, who I don't even think knows how a computer works, objected unless his $50 billion of pork for the military, the U.S. war machine, is tacked on to the amendment. Then, of course, Washington takes its course. It gives the proper poison to the drink, and Bernie Sanders objected, and now we're dead in the water. I remember a quote from Richard Nixon, said it at his resignation farewell. He said, "The greatness comes not when things go always good for you, But the greatness comes when you're really tested. When you take some knocks, some disappointments, when sadness comes. Because only if you've been in the deepest valley can you ever know how magnificent it is to be on the highest mountain. And that's where we're at. We're not out of this fight. We're not done. We're still here. We, as an industry, came together in ways I didn't think possible. And each and every one of you fought. And we got to a point where if we had the right to have a vote, we'd win. And only through the arcane procedures of the Senate were we denied this. And these senators, these 87-year-old living fossils, showed the entire world that they were willing to sell the future of our country's economy out if they didn't get their pork. That can't be taken back. Little by little, if you chip away at the institutional legitimacy, at some point the institutions themselves fall. And if they so love the Senate, if they so love this existing form of governance, they should be so careful not to continue to set it on fire, which is what happened today for the entire world to see. The Senate servers, where they're live streaming, nearly collapsed. There were so many concurrent viewers, so many, more than ever before. People from Australia, New Zealand, Russia, China, all around the world were watching live a Senate hearing on the floor of the Senate about an amendment to an infrastructure bill. That's never happened before in U.S. history, not in recent memory. But
we'll leave that there, guys. That was Charles talking about what's currently taking place. So the bill has essentially, or the amendments to it, put by Loomis and Toomey and Wyden, essentially has been voted against. For the sake of something completely non-crypto related by somebody that has no concept of crypto. It just sums up the hypocrisy. And one thing that I'm super proud of is you guys out there who have gone and you have stuck up for what you believe in and gone to your senators and made the complaint. You know, well done, guys. The world is changing. The hypocrisy and the lies are now getting called out. And what this is doing is really highlighting the fact that the systems in place are rife with corruption. I'm not afraid to say that on this channel, and I believe you guys shouldn't be either, without fear of reprisal or repercussions, I should say. I'm going to love and leave you on that note, guys. That's where we're at. Cardano's looking great. Expect or certainly look out for a pullback. It might not happen. I keep thinking that crypto needs a bit of a pullback and then it just continues to amaze me. But I would expect a little bit of a rest period, a little bit of a resting off here. If we switch to a daily, it might give us a little bit more clarity. Yeah. I think a little bit of a period of restation would be great for me. Look for your entry points. These are fantastic buying opportunities. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next YouTube video. If you enjoyed the content, like us, appreciated. So is a comment. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.